A lot of us felt the Jets had a really good draft class, but we got a little bit of validation. Daniel Jeremiah releases his top 25 rookies, and the Jets have 4 on the list.
Jets, Jets!
Welcome to Jets Talk. My name's Ryan. I'll be your pilot. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. If you've been here before, welcome back. I love having you here. Boys and girls, we are talking a little draft action, specifically a little bit of top 25 rookie draft action. Now, this is something the Jets have always had issues with. We've never really had a bunch of really good drafts or many good drafts anyway. The montages every year during the draft time are all the Jets flub ups over the years, whether it's the Warren Sapp thing or the Jets taking, not going after Marino. Like, just the list goes on and on. It's just like the flub ups each time, and it's brutal, absolutely brutal. But this past draft, we were really excited about all the picks we made. In fact, if you gave us a mock draft with the players we had actually selected, we would tell you that is a fake draft. There's no way that's real. And the Jets came away with what many believe to be the best draft class of all the 32 teams this year. And Daniel Jeremiah has come out with a list of his current top 25 rookies on the season, and the Jets wind up with 4 on the list. Not going to lie, this feels really, really nice. So let's jump into this. Let's go over each of these 4 guys that have made the top 25 list. Jermaine Johnson comes in at number 18. Jeremiah says Johnson has been very disruptive both in the run and the pass. He has earned an increased role in the New York Jets defense. And I completely agree with this. We've seen him continue to generate a little bit of pressure. In fact, he has 12 tackles, 1.5 sacks on the season, 3 pressures, and 2 quarterback hits with a Pro Football Focus grade of 74.5. That's actually the number 1 edge rusher from the 2022 draft in terms of Pro Football Focus ranking. Actually, honorable mention as well, who's not on this list, is Michael Clemens, who's the number 2 edge rusher on Pro Football Focus. So, beyond this is just really, really cool to see an edge rusher. We haven't had one in so long. I mean, think about it. John Abraham is really the last one that a lot of us will consider to be our last top edge rusher. I mean, maybe a few years of Calvin Pace thrown in there in like the late 2000s, early 2010s or whatever. But Jermaine Johnson looks like he's going to be a good edge rusher. And it's just as he starts to build on it a little bit over time. This is through 4 games where you had Lamar Jackson and you had like the Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt running game. So this is not even like teams that you could pin your ears back against, and he has this stat line. So this is kind of cool to see. I really like Jermaine Johnson. I would have taken him at number 10. I really, really liked everything we saw from him out of college. Number 2, or the second guy up on our list here, Breece Hall, running back, Iowa, running back, New York Jets. This was the pick I don't think a lot of us thought was going to happen. We all liked Michael Carter. And then they go and pull the trigger on Breece Hall early in the second round. In fact, they trade up from our 38 pick to 36 to go get this guy. Jeremiah says Hall is quickly emerging as Jets' main runner, team high 38 carries for 178 yards, and he's provided plenty of value in the passing game as well. 15 catches for 113 yards. He's getting better every week, and I get the sense he's on the verge of a monster game in the near future. Now, he rattled off his stat line. His current Pro Football Focus grade is a 59.8. He does have 2 touchdowns on the season. Most recently, the kind of stretch out touchdown that you had at the very end of the Steeler game that allowed the Jets to win that game. And this is something, talent-wise, Breece Hall is the type of running back that just 5 years ago would have gone top 15 in a draft. And the Jets got him in the second round. We were even trying to trade back into the first round to get this dude. Like, this is a really, really strong running back. Guy had an insane amount of touchdowns and yards over his college career. And this is a position the Jets didn't, or at least fans didn't feel like was a second round need. This was almost like a bonus pick. Like, we didn't expect that. Michael Carter had a really nice season for us last year. I think a lot of us wanted to take one maybe a little bit later in the draft, but you're telling me you get the best running back second round. Saquon Barkley was a number 2 overall pick. Like, a lot of these running backs that are really good in this league were top half or, first round picks at least. And Breece Hall, you get in the second round. So the Jets got a little bit of value there. Not to mention the just the security for your young quarterback. The best way to protect your quarterback is to run the ball. Hold on to time of possession. That's the best way to help your defense out. This is a receiving back, a running back that is going to really get stronger as the season goes on. He's never been in a 17-game season before, so I think allowing him and Michael Carter to split a little bit of time will allow their careers to stretch out and allow them to stay fresher longer into the season. This was really exciting. I think he's the best running back we've had since Curtis Martin, or at least the most talented running back that we've had since Curtis Martin. And this is really exciting. This guy has the potential to be that type of Adrian Peterson or just bell cow running back that comes out of the backfield and really could screw up a lot of teams. This guy's a violent runner. So very, very happy what we've gotten out of Breece Hall so far. And then coming in at number 5 on the top 25 list, this is wide receiver Garrett Wilson. Wilson is ultra twitched up, and he's already provided a pivotal touchdown catch in a comeback victory for the Jets. He has looked of a true number 1 wideout. On the season, Garrett Wilson has a 74.6 Pro Football Focus grade. He has 20 receptions on 35 targets, has 255 yards and 2 touchdowns. I really like Garrett Wilson. And I'm not going to lie, when we got up to the number 10 overall pick, I thought for sure the pick was going to be an edge rusher. It just felt like it was something that was so important to this Robert Saleh, Jeff Ulbrich defense that there was no way we were going to take a wide receiver at 10 when you have like such a deep wide receiver class. This could not have been a better pick. When you're looking at like what the Jets could have given up for Deebo Samuel or for DK Metcalf or for Tyreek Hill, multiple high draft picks, monster contracts, and you wind up getting arguably, potentially a better player. This guy's already got like some really high upside, but a really, really good young player on a 5-year contract that's cheaper than all the contracts that these other monster wide receivers signed. This was absolutely the right pick, and it was the right time to make it because there was a run on wide receivers just after he was selected. I really, really like Garrett Wilson. This dude's hard to tackle in a phone booth. Like, incredibly shifty. The first catch he made in that Ravens game where he did that little, foot in the ground, starts like not spinning around, but just making dudes miss, like incredible. Between him and Elijah Moore, we have 2, I believe, number 1 caliber wide receivers. And that doesn't even get into like Corey Davis and Braxton Berrios, like Jets wide receiver and running back and tight end room. We are loaded at the skill positions. We are not giving Zach Wilson any reason to fail in terms of the skill positions. And at number 1, this was my guy. This was the one I wanted. At number 4 overall, we got Sauce Gardner, the number 1 rookie in this draft class, according to Daniel Jeremiah. Gardner has already established himself as one of the premier players at his position. He has an uncanny knack for locating and playing the ball down the field. Sauce Gardner, eat my heart out. He has a 71.3 Pro Football Focus grade. He has allowed 9 receptions on 19 targets, has 4 passes defensed, and he was credited with giving up 1 touchdown. And for me, that 1 touchdown that was given up, because this guy didn't give up a touchdown through his entire collegiate career. The touchdown he gave up was to Amari Cooper in the Browns game where he played zone. Drop back was not even close to Amari Cooper, and Amari Cooper caught the touchdown. So in the context of that, yes, he made the wrong play and he allowed a touchdown, but from a skill position wise, player on player, he was not beat by his man. It's not like Amari Cooper juked him out of his shoes and he wound up, trailing behind him. No, he didn't even go after Amari Cooper. Like that's what's so exciting about Sauce Gardner. This guy is a 6'3", 80-inch wingspan, alien looking dude. This guy, like all the physical traits of a freak corner. And there's an argument to be made that DJ Reed and Sauce Gardner are arguably the top cornerback tandem in the NFL right now. And this week against the Dolphins is what's going to put the rest of the league on notice. If they can hold down Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle, this cornerback tandem is going to get a lot of national recognition. Sauce Gardner has been everything as advertised. And I'm still shocked that he was the number 2 corner taken. Like when you look at all these guys, Sauce, number 2 overall corner taken. Garrett Wilson, number 2 overall wide receiver taken. Jermaine Johnson, number 4 or 5 edge rusher taken. Breece Hall, I guess first running back taken. But Even still, the Jets got incredible value at a bunch of different points in this draft, and this is the type of draft, combined with last year's draft. You're talking, if you want to consider Breece Hall a first-round talent, and you want to consider Elijah Moore, who was taken second pick in the second pick in the second round last year as a first-round talent, the Jets have 7 first-round talents in the last 2 years. That's how much talent was infused into this offense and defense and team in general. That's what makes the Jamal Adams trade so valuable. I mean, you think about Garrett Wilson and Elijah Vera Tucker, who's playing at an all-pro caliber level at multiple positions: left tackle, left guard, right guard. Heck, if Dwayne Brown comes back, he might be playing right tackle as well. Like, the Jets draft classes the last 2 years have been something special, and I can't wait to see what happens as we move forward into the future with this team, especially if Zach Wilson clicks on all cylinders. Boys and girls, I'm really excited about this list. Let me know what you think about Daniel Jeremiah's top 25. Do you think the Jets have 4 top rookies in this draft class? Let me know in the comment section down below. And as always, go Jets.